The Friends reunion was epic and tear-jerking. After some of the incredible details the cast shared, it will definitely make you rewatch the show once again. Ready to learn what immense struggles they faced? Then, let's start. But beware of spoilers. Why was Perry afraid of not being funny? Chandler was always the funniest of the six, but in reality, Matthew Perry was actually afraid of not cracking the audience up.
I don't know, but Donald Trump wants his blue blazer black.
In the reunion, he revealed that he had a major fear that the audience wouldn't laugh at his jokes. And when, for whatever reason, the line he said wasn't followed by a fit of laughter, he would literally sweat. I felt like I was going to die if they didn't laugh, the actor shared, and it's not healthy for sure. Can you imagine how important it was for him to keep the audience going? Plus, it wasn't just a fear he had as a young actor and overcame after the show became successful. Perry felt like that throughout the entire show, every day of filming. It must have made the years spent as part of the Friends cast much harder for him than for everyone else. But some of his co-stars also struggled quite a bit. Keep watching to find out more about that. Who said that Jen wouldn't become a star? Die-hard fans know that when Aniston was cast as Rachel, she was already part of another sitcom on another channel. Titled Muddling Through, it was only the beginning. As soon as Aniston came to the set to play Rachel, she realized that she'd never worked with such an amazing team of people. The actress just instantly fell in love with all of her castmates and realized that she wanted to stay in Friends. So Jen went to the producer of Muddling Through and asked him to let her go. To that, he said that Friends would never make her a star. And Muddling Through would. Oh, how wrong he was. No one watched the show, and we don't even know the man's name. And Friends is iconic. Let's see who else was a perfect casting choice. What Joey thing happened to Matt before casting? First of all, the Friends writers revealed that casting Joey was hard because the guys they saw who were handsome just weren't funny. And then Matt Leblanc came. He was a perfect Joey, and a totally Joey thing happened to him right before he was cast. In the reunion, Matt recalled that he'd said to a friend of his that he'd probably get a role in this new series about a group of friends. And that guy answered like, well, then let's do what friends do. Go hit the bar. That's what they did. After some heavy drinking, Matt woke up in the middle of the night in his friend's living room and went to use the toilet. He got up too fast and blacked out. The next thing that happened was, well, he found himself face first in the toilet. Jesus! I hit my nose on the bottom of the toilet seat and a huge chunk of meat came off my nose. I'm looking in the mirror and it's bleeding, Leblanc recalled. Hours later, the actor arrived at his final callback. The Friends writer Marta Kaufman asked what happened to his face. According to Matt, he told her the truth and got the job. What a Joey! What didn't David like about Friends? Someone from the audience asked the Friends cast what they didn't like about the show, and Schwimmer was the first to answer. Surprisingly, he didn't like working with the monkey.
He threw some feces.
According to Schwimmer, he's a huge animal lover and actually likes monkeys, but this particular one gave him a hard time. Apparently, the animal would often ruin takes and wouldn't do what he was supposed to do. And what's more, the monkey's trainer would often feed it grubs while it was sitting on David's shoulder, which of course also wasn't the best experience for him. So, unlike Ross, the actor was thrilled when they had to say goodbye to Marcel, who hid their lines all over the place. If I ask you who the most meticulous cast member of Friends was, what would you say? If you guessed Monica, aka Courteney Cox, you're right. At the very beginning of the reunion, Leblanc revealed that Courteney always had her lines hidden on the table in Monica's apartment, and she'd keep a script in the sink to refer to whenever she'd forget her lines. At one point, Leblanc found her notes and erased them. You can only imagine how panicked Courteney was when she couldn't find them. And he only confessed to it in the reunion. Well, he was probably just afraid of her reaction. Jen and David had a crush on each other? And you know what? It almost happened. In the reunion episode, Jen and David revealed that they had a major crush on each other while filming the first season of Friends.
It's always been you, Rach.
But they couldn't do anything about it because they were both in relationships with other people and didn't want anything to affect their friendship. They even talked a bit about it back then. And Jennifer said to David that it would be weird if they had their first kiss on national television. Well, you know that this is exactly what happened. So eventually, as Aniston revealed, they decided to channel their affection for each other onto Ross and Rachel. You could certainly feel it. Courteney shared that when she recently rewatched the series, she was in tears during their first kiss scene. That's how powerful it was. And now we know why. They weren't really playing. It's certainly sad that Jen and David could never act on their feelings, but as Cox suggested during the reunion, it was probably for the better. If it hadn't worked out, they might have had problems on the set. But the question remains, what if it had worked out? Guess we'll never know. How did Friends change lives? The show had 25 million views per week, and the finale was watched as many as 100 billion times on all platforms. That's a lot. It certainly had a huge fan following, but did you have any idea how meaningful the series was for some of its fans? In the reunion, quite a few people shared how much Friends helped them through hard times. A guy wanted to take his own life, a single mother who needed to take control, a gay teenager who wanted hair like Rachel's. For all these and many more people, Friends wasn't just a show. It's so much more than just a funny sitcom that you watch and then forget about. It makes you laugh, helps you see the silver lining, and gets you back on your feet. Share in the comments below if the show also helped you at some point in your life. If you want to know even more about the Friends reunion, watch other videos we've made about it. And stay awesome.